Welcome to Ask and Learn.
This is the answer to Chapter 21, problem number 36 from the Smith Organic Chemistry textbook. And this problem asks us to look at two fairly complex molecules and just to identify the acetals, hemiacetals, and ethers in each of these molecules. Looking at monensin first. So there is one acetal here, and so it's right here. So this carbon is bound to two oxygens that are themselves ethers, and so that's an acetal. I've labeled it in red. There is also one hemiacetal here, and it's to the bottom right. So this carbon here is a hemiacetal because it's bound to one alcohol and to one oxygen that's an ether. And so that's a hemiacetal. And so I will go through and label each of the oxygens that is an ether in blue. And so this oxygen is an ether. So I don't know if you would include the ethers that are part of the acetal and hemiacetal, but just for the sake of completeness, each of these is also an ether by itself, but of course together they are part of the acetal. So there's an ether, and then again, this is an ether, even though it's part of the hemiacetal. And then so moving on to the next molecule, digoxin. So I'll keep the color scheme the same here. So we'll start with acetals in red. And so there are three acetals in this molecule, and they are here. So this carbon is bound to two oxygens that are ethers. The next one is going to be here. So this carbon is bound to two oxygens that are ethers. And then the third one is going to be here. So this carbon is bound to two oxygens that are ethers. So those are the three acetals in this molecule. There are no hemiacetals in this molecule. And the ethers are all, again, part of these acetals. So I don't know if they would be rightly characterized as ethers in their own right or just part of the acetals. But looking at them not as part of the acetals, this is an ether, this is an ether, 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 ether. And that's it. There's in the steroid portion of this molecule, there's really no acetals, hemiacetals, or ethers to speak of. And so those are all the labels for this molecule. And that's the answer to Chapter 21, problem number 36.